Hi, it's Sheila Truelove, and I'm back here with you. And we're going to do Words of Wisdom About Life Part 2. I had to upload the other video, and while I'm uploading, I usually run in the kitchen and cook real quick. So I just made some fried fish to prepare for my dinner, which I always try to eat before 8 because it's important to me. Okay? Anyway,
powering on.
we're going back to
Battery is half full.
yeah, whatever.
Ready to pair.
Whatever. My speaker. This is a great speaker, by the way. Okay, guys, you ready? Here we go.
You walk the hell out of here when I'm talking to you. Didn't he just get up? He didn't just, Monroe, did he get up?
Yes,
Did
ma'am.
he just got up
Yes,
there?
ma'am.
And I'm talking to ooh, you young folks so disrespectful. Try that again, honey.
Oh, please. Come on, Byron. Let's be out.
Ooh!
I don't know what's wrong with y'all young people today. Y'all, they got old people. Y'all ain't showing no respect for the old folks at all. The elders are here for a reason. They can teach you something. This is the
Hello.
only country where we throw old people away. That's where the wisdom is. You're not gonna sit here and disrespect me like I see these young folks, old people sitting
Did
at the
you hear
bus.
what she said? She made one hell of a point. The Americans, this is the only country where they tend to throw old people away. My roommate is African. And the way she treats her mother, she treats her mom like she's a god. Her mother wants for nothing. She buys her mother cars, the latest computers. What do you need when it comes to finance, mom? She's on FaceTime with her mom. Her mom is not here in Albany. Her job relocated up here and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, she's on FaceTime with her mom every day, okay? Every day. I can't even, my American daughter, baby, please. My son, he's good. He's good. He doesn't like to do FaceTime for some stupid reason, whatever. But he talks to his mom. He's here almost every weekend. He spends time with me. He's like an African kid. But, yeah. But when it comes to all these other cultures, Chinese, Japanese, African, Jamaican, Trinidadians, everyone, they treat their parents like their parents are freaking royalty. These American kids, they're garbage. They're garbage. This is the only culture where they tend to throw seasoned or older ones away. Whereas other countries, they revere. They revere their older ones because they know that's where the wisdom is. But these kids today, they feel that, we got Google, we got internet, we got whatever. You know what? But it's nothing like hands-on. There's nothing like hands-on. And what these younger ones fail to, they don't take it seriously. They honestly believe that they're going to make a mockery, a fool out of God. What is the first command with the promise? It's not a request. It's not saying I'm asking you. No, it's a command, okay? In the Bible, Ephesians chapter 6, the first command with a promise, if you want things to go well for you, watch how you treat your parents. It says to honor. Honor. That's in Deuteronomy, and it's also, that's the Old Testament, and it's in the New Testament. And in the New Testament, which is written in Greek, when you translate that word from Greek into English and you translate it, the Greek meaning for honor, it means to value. Do you understand that? Do you value your parents? I don't care about, they did this to me, they did that. Make sure you do what's right so that God can bless you. God will handle your parents for what they did wrong to you. Trust and believe. God got this. Jesus Christ, they got this. Make sure you're doing what's right. My mom, that was my best friend. I messed up in one area, which is why I'm reaping. I wasn't as proud of my mom as I should have been. Because I wanted my mom to do white collar work. I wanted her to be an executive. I wanted her to be in like an office and a CEO and all of that. My mom, she used to do work like CNA. She used to do work like cleaning houses, and I just wanted so much better for my mom And I should have been proud of the fact that she raised 6 kids on her own, struggling like a dog. Like a dog. But she was still my best friend. At the same time, I was not as proud of my mother as I should have been. And that's why I'm reaping today the way my daughter treats me. And like they say, when you reap, it's like 100 times worse than what you dish out. And this is 100 times worse. But because I'm on God's team, and I love Jehovah God and Jesus Christ, they're helping me to get through it without shooting up needles and drinking like I'm out there on a bum and I lost my house and I'm homeless sitting at a bus station. Or if you look at A&E intervention, I didn't end up like that. Jehovah's helping me to get through it because Jehovah knows that my heart, I love my mom. I just wanted so much better for her. At the same time, I should have been proud of her. CNA work, cooking and cleaning for people, and running their errands and blah, blah, blah. You know, each generation is supposed to get better. I was raised white collar. I was always in an office. No, actually, I started off in McDonald's. And then when I was in the McDonald's, I had to work my way up to hostess because I wasn't feeling all that punching this and doing fries and all that. No. Got hostess where I threw parties, greeted everyone, and I was a social butterfly, if you will. And then I went to this other place where it was a factory, and I had to work my way up within that because I was like, I'm not going to be sitting up here buffing units and all of this. No, I looked at the secretaries and I said, I want to be like them. I want to come to work in suits. I don't want to be sitting up here in this factory part. So I went to school, put myself in school, got my degree, whatever, business management, whatever, secretarial science. Yeah, that was Monroe. And then I went to Monroe for secretarial science, got my certificate, got myself out of this buffing thing, whatever, and I got to be a secretary. I wanted suits. I didn't want to be with the people who's factory people. Okay? And then I wanted promotions within a job, so I got to go to numerous colleges. I went to Lehman College, right? I went to the Ivy League. I got to go to Ivy League only because I worked there. Columbia University. I took up different classes because that's what they permitted. I sat in them. I may not have gotten my degree, but I got that Ivy League education. And I worked my way up to being a mere secretary, and I became an executive secretary. I became, forget that, administrative person. I kept working my way up. The money wasn't all that great for me because I was, you know, when you are an entry level, I always kept coming in as entry level. So I wasn't making top dollar. Then I worked my way up to be an entry level paralegal. I wasn't making the money that paralegals make. Those women almost make like $150 an hour. Me, I was living from paycheck to paycheck because I was still entry level. I was new at it, didn't have no experience. But I still wasn't sitting up there doing no blue collar or working in factories or doing some whatever. But you see, where my arrogance was, I should have been more proud of my mom. And because I wasn't, that's why my daughter treats me the way that she does. It's horrible. She treats me, oh, please. I'm going to put some posts down. Oh, please. Right, you know. When the Bible says you reap what you sow, honey, trust and believe. You reap what you sow. You can only pray that you were not so horrible, because I wasn't that horrible, because my mom was my best friend. She just wasn't a friend that I was proud of, like I should have been. That's where I went wrong. Yeah. That's where I went wrong. So like I said, that's where I went wrong. I was not as proud of my mom as I should have been. And I'm paying for it through my kids. At the same time, I went through a term where I was drinking like a sailor. You know, I stopped drinking around my kids because it was not good. I gave them that promise that I will not drink around you. I will not drink around you. Okay? But anyway, I'll show you the reason why I was drinking the way I was. I'm going to put some sites that I'd like you to take time out to listen to. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Here we go.
The bus stop, young folk pants hanging down, cussing, spitting, acting like the old people ain't sitting there, forgetting that old people march for your dumb ass. You finna act like you got some sense in here. And I can teach you in 5 seconds flat what your mama and daddy did not. Honey, I come from a school where you said yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, or no sir, or you got your teeth knocked out of your mouth. You learn some respect. Now let me tell you this, honey, hear me clearly when I say this. Keep it up. I might have silver hair, but I also have silver bullets. Do you want one?
Oh my God! I may have silver hair, but I have silver bullets too. Do you want one? See, we came from that old school. We didn't sit up here and come from this, put them on a timeout. A timeout. And what happens when you put them on a timeout and they say, hell no, BITCH? I'm not going on anything. Have you guys watched Dr. Phil? When you have these parents who are sitting there putting their kids on times out, they're sitting up here trying to, how you say, reason with these children. They're doing everything in their power, which is a lot of Caucasian folks. No offense, really. Oh, no, come on now. We came from old school. You sit up here and you want to give me back. See, I wasn't like that. I let my kids express themselves. Because in my household, I wasn't allowed to give back talk. Or I'd have been picking up my teeth. And somehow, I think maybe I should have done that with my daughter. Because this girl, she goes word for word, back to back, back to back. I didn't want that for my children because each generation is supposed to get better and better. My kids are supposed to be able to express how they feel. And say how they feel. Huge mistake. My daughter was so disrespectful. She was so defiant. She was rebellious. My son, he always managed to have respect for me. Is he perfect? Hell no. Hell no. I argue with him every day about his Facebook page. I have issues with his Facebook page. Huge issues. But he's working through a lot. He's got a lot on his plate that he's working through. And Jehovah God and Jesus Christ knows he's working through it, and he's doing it alone. He has me as his support. He turned to his sister. She turned her back on him for some what? Man-made cult. She turned his back. He's out here fighting a battle out here alone. Well, he's not really alone, honey. Because, honey, me, Sheila True Love, I am an army within itself. Believe that. Anyway, this is 12 minutes. And we're going to do part 3. I love you guys so much. And we're going to do Medea when it comes to life. She ain't no joke. Let me let you hear a little bit more.
Look,
You
Byron
better take all that out the back of your throat when you talk to me, girl.
Look, Byron is 22 years old, all right?
22 is not grown.
Yes, it is.
I'm loving her. I'm loving Medea. We're going to get back to this. 22 is not grown. I always tell my kids that. 18, 19. You're grown when you're 30, as far as I'm concerned. But we'll get back to that part 3, okay? Love you guys.